So once you provided the configuration of your database, then we need to we need to establish a connection with the database. So that one, right click on the database that we created, and then right click on this one and select open connection. So here we can check whether the database configuration is perfectly configured or not. Okay. So save password. I will run it here. I need to tell you something. I forgot that one. Every time while you are making a configuration, you no need to do it blindly, because you can test that configuration whether it will successfully configured or not. Just want to show you that step. Anyway, now we are in hurry. Now, go to the open perspective and then select Java. So here I am going to create a new Java project, a simple Java project. So here this is the first Hibernate project, right? And then just click on next. And then click on finish. This is a simple Java project, but I need to use the Hibernate in this one, okay? So for that one, what we will do here is I will right click on this one. And then here I will select my Eclipse here. And then select Hibernate capabilities. And then select the Hibernate capabilities. So once I've selected the Hibernate capabilities, here I don't need to select any one of this one, just click on next. So if you observe here, this is the first configuration file that will be generated into your source package. This particular CFG file will be having, okay, this particular CFG file will be having the configuration. Okay, this particular CFG file will be having the configuration of your database. It means whatever the steps we have configured about your database, all those things will be available in this particular CFG file. CFG means configuration. And then just click on next here. Once you selected the next button here, you will get a new window like database support. Okay, so here you need to select the database, whatever the database you created. So your profile name is Saurabh_DB, right? And then you just select next here, and then remember, every time you should not select this session factory class. Close this, disable this. Click on finish, that's it. So this is the way how you can able to add the capabilities to your particular project. Okay, so once you configure the capabilities to your project, then automatically you will get the configuration file. So this configuration file will give configuration to how many classes you are going to make use of your Hibernate to interact with the database. It will give support every time. You don't need to write the driver name or the URL or something blah 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 like that. Okay, one configuration file is enough to make use of the configuration with a number of files. I mean, the number of Java classes. If you want to see this in the source format, then just click on source, then you can able to view the XML file in normal format. Okay, so this is the configuration you have done previously. Now, once you created the Hibernate file, then the next thing here is, okay, then the next thing here is, I need to write a Java class to perform some action into the database. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to create a new class here. Right click on the source, select new, and then select the class. And here I'm going to provide a class name like app insert. And then I'm just clicking on finish. So once my Java class is created, then I will write the Hibernate code here. Okay. Now first of all, I will write the main method. The first step that we need to do here is configuration. And then here I need to call a method like configure method. So object dot configure. So in this configure method, I need to provide the information of my configuration file. My configuration file name is hibernate.cfg.x. Okay, so for this particular configuration, a package will be generated, and then we need to write the session factory. We need to create an object for the session factory. Session factory SF equal to conf dot build a session factory. And then here I need to generate the package. Okay, just and then here I want to configure the session here. I need to configure the session here. So session object equal to sf dot open session, sf dot open session. Okay, and then after this one I need to create an package for the session also here. Just click on the balloon, yellow balloon, and just select the package which is required for the session. And then we need to execute the transactions that what I am making by using the Hibernate. For that one, I will create an object for the class called as a transaction. Okay, correct, right? Am on guys, anyone can please reply me.
My screen is too lagging.
Huh?
My screen is too lagging. I'll see the next code directly after 2 lines.
Oh, your machine is too slow?
Yeah, India's internet is better than ours, sir.
What?
India's internet is better than ours, sir.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Transaction tx equal to h session dot begin transaction. Okay, and then here we should generate the package for the transaction. Now the story will begin. Actually, if you are going to insert some data into the database, then what we should do here is we should write a query and we need to execute that query. But Hibernate says, come on, forget about all the way of writing the queries or something like that. Because Java is an object-oriented programming language, so we need to make or we need to treat each and everything as an object only. Okay. Then why should I write a query? Because query is a query language. It's not related to the Java. Then why should I use that? So they're strictly suggesting us that, come on, treat each and every table as an object or as a class. Create an object for the class. Or whatever the data you want to insert, come on, insert that into the table. So first of all, we need to select which table is required for us to insert the data or to make use of that particular data. So to check that table that is required, okay, to insert the data, then first of all what I will do is I will go to the database explorer or the Hibernate. Okay, so I will go here. Now I no need to go to the database and I no need to check that one. Just after connecting to the database, explore this one, you will find system, and in the system you will be getting the table view here, table. Select this one and then find out which table is required for you to insert the data. Remember one point, every one of you, that once you want to store some data into the table, or once you want to use some data, then definitely that table should be having the first column as the number and any other columns you can write. Okay, the first column must and should be a number format only. So here see, fruit is a table which contains a column like ID, which is a number, and a column like a name. So I want to make use of this one. Okay. So first of all, I will treat that particular table as a class. And for this class, I am going to create an object. First thing is completed. Now here it is showing some error. Why it is showing some error means because we need to write some Java bean class. In Java, we will write the Java bean class as a reusable class. But coming to the Hibernate, you will write the reusable properties in a particular class called as a Pojo class. Pojo. Pojo means plain old Java objects. Okay, so here it is asking you to create a class like fruit. So select this particular creation of a class and then just click on finish. It only contains the properties and the set methods and get methods for those properties. Private int I. Private string name, and for this one I will write the set methods and get methods. This class will be treated as a Pojo class. Okay, And now see, the error will be gone. There will be no error. Now I need to insert the data. So to insert the data or to initialize the data by using an object, we have a method called as a set method. Now come on, object dot set ID of 1. Object dot set name of and after this one we need to commit this transaction. So to commit this transaction I have a method called as a commit method, tx dot commit method. So what this commit method will do, it will execute this particular group of statements, and then I need to close the connection. So to close the connection I will use session dot close. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then we need to run this code. But if you want to run this code, the very important thing here is we need to reverse engineering the table that what we are going to use. So how can we make a reverse engineering? Select the table which you want to make use. So this is my table, right? So I'm going to select reverse engineering, Hibernate reverse engineering. Select this one. And here you will get a new XML file under the name called as a fruit. So what is the project where this table was using? So this is the project where select up to the default package and then select OK. And then here you have to select the project class here, okay, and then select, click on next here, next, next, and then just click on finish here. Automatically the file will be so here everything will be generated. Okay, just wait for 1 minute. If you observe here, you will have a new file called as a HBM file. So HBM file means Hibernate mapping file. What is that one? Hibernate mapping file. Now just open this file. You will be having, or you will be getting so many number of tags. Don't worry about all these tags. Select here like the composite ID tag, remove that one from here. Except the class. Okay, don't go with the class. Now we need to write the tags like ID. What is the name of your column? ID, right? So here I am going to insert the data. So for that one, I need to define another tag called as a generator, which contains an attribute like class, where I have to define the value as assigned, because I'm going to manually define this particular value. And then we have another tag called as a name tag. I mean name property, right? So first column should be the number column that should be having with ID, and the next will be the property tag, property name equal to name. That's it. Finish. Now save the whole project. Now go to the app insert, run your application, and check your database whether the data was inserted in your table or not. It was done successfully. Now I'm going to your database here, like oh, that is sorry. Where is the database here? Okay. Yeah, it is here. So please log in into the database and check the table whether the data is inserted or not. Okay. Was not inserted, right? So I have to start from fruit. 1 second. It's fruit only, right?
Sir, tried both, just, but none of them working.
No, it was not inserted. I don't know.
Sir, can you see the errors on the right bottom of the screen?
Where?
No appenders could be found for logger. Please initialize the log.
Log table, no worries. That is the automatic generated file. Message.
Okay.
But this is 100%. Oh, 1 second. Okay, now run the application one more time.
Yes, Nikhil.
Hmm? Hmm. No.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Sir.
Right. So guys, do some practice
Sir,
on
what
this
does
one.
that
Yeah,
exception
pa.
persist do? What that exception persist do, sir?
It will store that instance into the session. Right?
Okay,
What
sir.
is a session means? It is a temporary location where all the things will be stored, right? So first of all, whatever the data we are going to insert, it has to be stored in the temporary location, and from there it has to push into the database.
Okay, sir. And sir, when we created the new project, there was an option for that create dynamic table. So does it mean that we can directly maintain the tables from here dynamically
Dynamically means what? What is,
by size and everything, sir?
uh,
Like size of the table and that, sir.
oh, you're talking about how to create the table and everything, right?
No, sir. When we created a new project, there was an option at the bottom, right, sir? Create the Hibernate,
I,
create the dynamic
I
table or something, sir.
okay. In tomorrow's session, we will have a look into that. Okay, just make a
Okay,
note of
sir.
that. In tomorrow's session,
Okay.
we will see. Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
Saurabh, is it clear for you?
Yes, sir. I have like one
Has
or
it?
two questions.
No. Only one thing here is, first of all, try to write the code as quickly as possible and get some practice on that one. Then I will explain what is the session, what is the session factory, what is the connection, or what is the configuration, what the persistence method will do, why we need to use the persistence, and then what the transaction will do. Everything I will explain in detail here, even including architectures also. But why I am explaining the example because first of all you should understand how to write the code. Theory means within one session I can complete. But the application itself will take 40 minutes of time to complete. Okay?
Yes, sir. I have understand this. I have understood this program.
Yes, that's good. Write some more examples. Okay, try to insert multiple rows. Okay. And in tomorrow's session we will see how to update, how to delete and everything. And then I will explain you how to do with the Hibernate query language also. Okay. This is the second part of Hibernate. And then we will move on to the Spring framework. Okay. So do some practice, guys, and get some good skill on this one, and then we will discuss other examples also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your patience, and thanks for attending the session. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, sir. Good night.
Yeah. Don't end the meet. Just leave the meet. Okay.